Marc Gasol aired some grievances, feeling that like he's kind of the plan C and he doesn't like it on the Lakers. Mark, what's your first thought when you hear that?
Well, Grandpa needs to, get his walker together and realize that he's not the elite A player that he used to be. I mean, you got to accept your. I think he has a problem with accepting his role because clearly he wants to be a starter. Clearly he does. Like, I don't know, maybe he's in denial, but to be honest, like I know he's been playing pretty good recently. So like I don't know if they had like a sit down conversation with him or what, but if he's grouchy, there's a reason for it. But it's like worry about it in the playoffs because that's where he's really. I feel like he will step up. I feel like he'll finally kind of like, I guess, put a little bit more. What's the word I'm looking for? Concentrate a little harder on it. Just be a better player. So I don't know. I think we'll be okay. What do you think?
Here's the thing: if he would have been playing well, there's no reason for Andre Drummond, really, right? Like, there's no reason for the Lakers to try to find some type of urgency to get a big man. But Marc Gasol has not been playing like a big man. Maybe on occasions, maybe like he's still plays a big body down low, but like every time I see him on the offensive end, he's like more jacking up threes than he is trying to get the offensive rebound.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I think Powell would have been better than Mark, even though Powell's older. I miss Powell. Well, maybe I'm just having flashbacks.
Maybe you are. I mean, look, Powell's in Barcelona right now, and it's so funny because it's safe to say that a lot of Laker fans were kind of hoping when like Mark got signed that this would be a doorway for Powell to be around, and I think Powell was leaving that door open for him to be like, wait, okay, is there a chance for me to go? Like, you saw the tryouts and like him practicing and stuff. He was dropping those videos on Instagram. So I think Powell even wanted to come to the Lakers until he saw his brother's performance.
Yeah, maybe just because him being on the biggest stage and kind of seeing, I guess, exposing himself, but not in that way, not in the way where it offend people, but
like the vice president, yeah.
Yes, like the vice president's flagpole, 6-foot flagpole. So I mean, who knows? But it would make sense. I remember we talked about this before. It would make sense to sign both of them. Although I don't know, maybe we could have. We could have used the size, especially off the bench.
Yeah, but at least now the Lakers got Andre Drummond, and it's kind of like what we were saying in the first segment. It's like it has been a blessing in disguise that like for every time the Lakers have failed, like not like too badly, like every time the Lakers have lost a battle, I guess you could say, like they've found a way to adapt to the war that is this season.
Yeah, Kyle Kuzma leading it, not with his fashion statements, but he's actually playing decent basketball. I feel like Kuzma and Schroeder should this is their team. Like, I feel like they should take a little bit more ownership with it. But
what are your thoughts about Dennis Schroeder turning down the 4-year, $84 million contract?
The dude thing, I know he wants to get paid. I mean, this is the year to do it, but come on, man. You're not worth more than that. Than 84. I know it was Drew Holiday got like 120, I think, and I think that's what he kind of wants. I'm like, but
160 if the bonus is clear. So if he like does hit the bonus,
that's insane.
If he gets that much in this contract with the bonuses, it could be up to 160 million.
And Drew's good. Don't get me wrong, Drew's good, but for that kind of money, man, I'd rather spend it somewhere else. I know some journalists or ESPN analysts or people out there starting rumors saying that this is just the Lakers' way of trying to kind of like hope that Steve Curry. Steph Curry.
He's Steve in the CarMax commercials.
Yeah. That's what I meant.
What do you guys think about that? I mean, that story has been floated in the last week and a half that the Lakers are exploring. There's mutual interest between Steph Curry and the Lakers. Do you think that's actually true, or do you think that's just wishful thinking by us Lakers fans?
I think this is still coming from the NBA ambassador representing the Lakers. I feel as if LeBron has a better chance of going to Golden State than Steph Curry does coming to LA. And I think
really, you think so?
Wow.
Because I think LeBron will be the person. I find Steph more as like the person that's like loyal to one team, whereas like LeBron's like wherever I go, the brand follows. And I think LeBron, like look at LeBron's track record. He's been to multiple teams, and like wherever he's gone, the team's flourished. I think a good way for him to close out would be with Golden State, but I see that more of a possibility than Steph Curry coming to LA.
What do you what about there's been kind of rumors, that perhaps Steve Kerr's thinking about stepping away. Do you think that if Steve Kerr steps away, do you think that would make Steph Curry more likely to step away to the Lakers or other team?
Ooh. I think so.
I don't. Yeah. Okay. So
I could see that. I could totally see that happening. Only because it's one of those things where it's we've seen it in history with other teams. As soon as the coach leaves, especially a real successful winning coach, like generally that's when everyone like star players just bail. It's like I don't know, but I'm just looking at it from a historical thing. So I don't know. I would kind of say maybe that would leave the window open if for Steph leaving, but I don't know. I'm kind of with Zach when it comes to him staying loyal to Golden State. I feel like he's loyal in that sense. But at the same time, I can see that if Kerr does leave.
Because there's also, like, the partnership between him and Clay. Like, they're brothers. They're Splash Brothers, of course. But, like, they're actually, like, basketball brothers. Yeah. And I feel as if when it comes to them, like, Clay had a chance to come to the Lakers. Instead, he re-signed that contract. And Steph has had to stay with him for 2 different season-ending injuries. So I don't think Steph would leave Clay because Clay didn't even abandon Steph when he was healthy.
This sounds like a TV a made for TV movie or like a soap opera. Steph left Clay. What? He left him for the pool boy.
For LeBron.
Oh my God.
For James.
For LeBron. He cheated on him with James and he's leaving him to go somewhere else. They're not going to win because the Lakers will win that year.
It's just they cut to a clip. It's like Clay go like, "Why, Steph? Why did you do it?" He goes, "Simply because he's bigger." And then they just trot off in a horse.
And they start making out in front of the camera.
And then like Steph Curry is on the horse and like the flap from like his freaking onesie falls down. And he's like, "Oh, that's how you know he's a 49er."
Roll credits on Comedy Central. We just call back. We just call back the whole show. Like in 2 minutes. That's funny. I really do. I don't know. That'd be weird for LeBron to leave to go with Golden State. Wouldn't that be weird? I mean,
LeBron.
I can see it though. Like, that's the weird part. I could see it, but it's gonna be so weird if that would actually happen.
I think LeBron has a better chance of leaving for Bronny than he does for following Steph. But because like LeBron's gonna be the dad. He's gonna be taken. He's gonna go like Liam Neeson mode wherever Bronny goes. He'll go. And I think Golden State, who's actually been very good at like holding like chips on their table, I think they could find a way, especially with their bad record, of finding a way of getting Bronny onto their team.
Oh yeah, just keep hanging. I mean,
yeah.
That or who else? Sacramento. I was thinking Sacramento or. Who else is bad?
I also think, too, that Golden State, I fundamentally disagree with you, Zach, but now it's starting to make more and more sense because if you think about the Golden State's ownership, they're like hardcore Silicon Valley guys, and I think that's one part of the business that LeBron's really haven't dipped his toe in yet. I mean, he's in entertainment and he's in sports marketing and all that, and so I think if like the Golden State tech bros like approach him and be like, look, you can we'll get you a VC startup, stuff like that, I think he might be intrigued by that.
And guess what Space Jam 2 is about? It's about IT. It's about the AI, artificial intelligence.
Oh, there it is. Maybe that's his hint that he is going to Golden State. You heard it here, folks. Zach at Zach. At is Zach.
And at
Gonzales here first. Yeah, hot take. We just created the rumor. What did you think about the trailer? What did both of you guys think of the new Space Jam trailer?
To be honest, I've only seen like the first part of when LeBron's talking to the kid, and it was like the teaser to the trailer. So it's like click here for the trailer, and I didn't really open it.
That was it.
What about you,
Mike? Did you watch it?
Yeah, I mean, it's tough. It's I'm not a big Looney Tunes fan to begin with. Obviously, LeBron James is maybe I think a little bit a better actor than Michael Jordan was, but I think if you actually go back and watch the original Space Jam, Michael Jordan had like 8 lines. I don't know, man. It's really not in my wheelhouse. I can understand how this is going to be a huge event for the kids and stuff like that, but I don't know. I have mixed feelings about it.
I just loved how the internet right away started roasting it, saying how, because in the trailer there was a list that LeBron made about I guess getting all these players. He put like King Kong and all these like well-known big Warner Brother characters, and I saw a comment on Twitter saying Michael Jordan took out the whole Monstars team with just Bill Murray, and LeBron wants King Kong on his team. Yeah. Which was perfect. I was like, hey, he's right, but Bill Murray doesn't play defense, so maybe maybe King Kong is better.
And then they had Newman from Seinfeld on Jordan's team too. Yeah,
have you watched Space Jam originally? I guess we could call it the original now. Have you seen it recently?
No, yeah. Oh, I haven't seen it recently. No, it's been a minute.
It holds up. Like the only thing I didn't care for was the hour-long intro that it had. In the beginning of it, it just felt like it just kept going on and on forever. But That's how I remember interest in movies were back then. But the jokes are fine. Everything's funny. Like it's still pretty. It holds up. And it's funny that you mentioned Mike about MJ's incredible acting ability. But yeah, you're right. He doesn't really talk much in it. He's like the Beetlejuice of Space Jam.
I mean, if we learned anything from The Last Dance, it was that like MJ wasn't really practicing his acting more so than he was like playing amazing ball games, like pickup ball games in LA.
And gambling and smoking cigars and probably doing illegal activities.